Please click the bell icon while subscribing to get my video upload notification.
Hey guys, I hope you all are doing fine. We are going through some tough times and I hope it will be over soon. Please exercise caution and be aware of the situation. Stay healthy. So I decided to repaint my old watercolor painting on Ibispaint. I hope the painting will bring you some joy and relief from boredom this quarantine season. This channel is not monetized. So if you like my paintings and tutorials, please consider joining my Patreon community. You will get my Patreon special videos and everything else under a single $1 tier. It would help me keep this channel afloat. Now to the painting. I decided to change it a bit and wanted to have a fuller appearance with a bit more subject matter, like adding a bird on a branch and a couple of fishes. Initially I thought I'd keep the watercolor look intact, but I think digital style looks good as well. I used texture pen brush to draw the final outline. It gave a rustic look to the drawing. I decided to have outlines on most of the components of the drawing to see how it would look, as I'm not quite good with outline drawing. For coloring, first I filled each part of the drawing with opaque colors using a basic dip pen brush and bucket tool. Once I filled all the base colors, I shaded the painting with watercolor bleed brush. I also added further detailing to the painting with the shading. I used my modified brush for leaves and environment. Every time I was shading a part of the painting, I was selecting the base color either by using the magic wand tool or the particular layer on which the base color of the component was drawn. That way, the shading would not spill out of the original base painting and the process becomes much faster. While doing my initial shading, I was using a neutral environment lighting because I was not sure how I would want the environment lighting to be at that point. I definitely suggest that you should decide aspects of the environment lighting beforehand, as it helps in shading and enhances the painting even before you can do final lighting. I used Gaussian blur from the filter menu on background and foreground to create the focus on the midground and to create the illusion of depth to the painting. I used my modified brush for additional texturing. Then finally I painted some light colors on top to mark areas shining with light. I used a low opacity black layer to create shadow and erased parts that should be under the light. It took a bit of trial and error to achieve the desired look. I tried a fish scale texture from Ibispaint's online resources. It worked well. I also used hemp texture on the entire canvas to give it a realistic painting look. Both textures are under material patterns color option under the material panel. And that's about it. It looks completely different from my watercolor painting and much busier. Not sure if I like it more or the original painting. What do you think? Which one looks better? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed this little piece. It's a good time to start your digital painting journey and practice. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.